Well, it looks like the cat has other plans. I have a stream to start, but she's decided to sit directly where I need to be to do the things I want to do. And I don't have the heart to just throw her on the floor. But here we go. We're going to be getting back to some LOTR content, a little Lord of the Rings content. The card game. We're doing a lot of card games over here. I haven't done a proper video game in a while, but that's okay. That time will come. And I'm just doing the next in the series that we're doing here. I believe it is called it's Conflict of the Carrock. Obviously, that's the name of the stream, and it's part of the core set in the Shadows of Mirkwood. So we're gonna try to do, I guess, all of these, and then we'll switch it up. Conflict at the Carrock, Journey to Rosgabel, the Hills of Emin Muil, the Dead Marshes, Return to Mirkwood. Not all tonight, obviously. We'll do Conflict at Carrock tonight and see how it goes. This scenario is interesting because I remember it raising hell with me when I first played, like about a year ago. Coming back to it, I remember. I know that there's the 4 trolls in this, so we've been looking for Gollum. We're going to run into 4 trolls, and the trolls are pretty nasty. I'm actually doing a different deck. A couple of different decks. I don't know if I put the deck. I may have put the decks in the description. I'm not sure. But I'll show you what we're working with for this particular quest. And we'll load our decks up. So we have, first things first, we have, what's up, Crashdown? There you go. You might be right. You might be the proper thing to stroke the puss to get 1 million subs. So the decks are as follows. Let's see if I can bring them up for you guys. Can I bring them up for you guys? I will in just a minute. But, well, she's out of here. So let me center this a little, get a little more organized now that she's decided to be done. So, yeah, we're doing the trolls frequently raise havoc with people when they first start playing this game. I will say that is an absolute fact. They can be a bit of a nightmare. But a couple things, we'll talk about it. But let me actually go over to, I guess I'll go to this screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So the decks I have for this particular game, these aren't, I wrote descriptions. I don't know why. It's not like I published them. There's nothing overly unique about this deck at all. It has a low threat of 23, which is good. It's Arwen, Eowyn, and Glorfindel. It's a straight-up spirit deck. It's all blue cards and pretty much standard operating procedure here. I don't know about these side quests. I don't know why they're in here. They might not be for this, but they are. So too late now. If you remember, I was playing in the prior set with this Ride the Lightning deck, which was made by that guy Johnny Bravo, 530. I was shouting out. It's taking too long to load. The site's been a bit slow. RingsDB has been a bit slow today, I've noticed. But anyway, it'll probably switch over in the middle. Yep, see. So this deck kind of inspired my deck. His deck's probably better, obviously. But the thing I like about this one is it's just a straight-up blue deck. And the reason I'm doing it this way is because I actually am bringing a straight-up green deck. So I'm bringing 2 what you'd call monosphere decks into this, the blue buttes, I call them, because it's 3 beautiful characters, Glorfindel, Eowyn, and Arwen. And all 22 allies, 13 attachments, 13 events. So it's a bit ally heavy, a bit multiple copy heavy. I have 2 copies of Gamling, 2 copies of Lindir, probably suboptimal. I'd probably want to take 1 of each of those. But the idea of this is to utilize, is to keep a low threat so enemies aren't engaging me. And I'm going to be trying to do that with Light of Valinor, which, so Glorfindel only has a 5 threat, which is kind of insane. But he has a forced effect on his card, which means you have to raise your threat by 1 for him to exhaust a quest. But if you put the Light of Valinor on him, you don't have to exhaust a quest. So really, and it's unique, so only 1 can be in play. And the reason I have 3 of them is because I want to get it. So I'm going to be mulliganing, I guess, for Light of Valinor. It's always nice to have Test of Will to cancel when revealed effects of encounter cards because they can be kind of nasty in this. If you get sacked, which you'll see in a minute. So this is my highfalutin spirit blue, we stay unthreatened, we're magical people thing kind of deck. And then over here, you got basically a bunch of Gondorian characters, Denethor, Damrod, and Kelador. They're all Gondorian, and this is a trap deck. 19 allies. A lot of them are single copies, and pretty standard here. This deck, believe it or not, I'm playing a Gondorian character not built around Steward of Gondor, which is just auto money in this game, but it's a trap deck. So we try to throw traps on enemies to prevent them from attacking you, to hurt them, to lower their attack ability. It's if you're a WoW guy, it's like a crowd control. They're like crowd control guys. They trap, they ambush, they're rangers, they're hunters. So that's what they do. I don't know if I have enough firepower in these decks to beat this quest. This quest might kick the shit out of me, but we're going to find out in just a minute. So we're going to load these decks in and get cracking from here. How am I not seeing the chat? I'm live, right? Am I still live? My chat's being a little weird. I don't quite understand why. Do you have something to say? Up here? Oh, there's... Oh, thank you. That's crazy. So... That's so annoying. I can't stand these companies. All right. So let's go ahead and paste this sucker in and get our decks ready. So we're going to load up the decks. Load up the blue buttes. Actually, before I do that... Oh, no. I guess I do like having them on this side. I get used to certain decks on certain sides, and if I don't do it that way, I get confused as to what's what. Probably not the best thing if you haven't... I mean, I guess I've played a lot of this game lately, but to play two-handed is crazy when you are far from being an expert. And then we'll load up this side. There we go. Excellent, great, grand. A little bit easier to look at these cards like this. And let's go ahead and full screen this. All right. So again, we have Arwen, Eowyn, Glorfindel on this side. And on this side, we have Damrod, Kelador, and Denethor. And let's see what our opening hands were, because it gives you your opening hands automatically. So before you even do all the questing, I think you have to decide on your mulligans before you see the cards as they're laid out. So we'll do that now. Let's see what we got. Cat made my face itchy. All right, so so for the green Trapper deck, we did draw Burning Brand in our opening hand, which is great because it allows the blocker to cancel a shadow card. Forest Snare is, I think, the best trap card because once you trap somebody, they can't attack you, which is insane. It's a very powerful card, I think. After trap card, you attach, after you control attach to an enemy, put a ranger ally into play from your hand. This is kind of expensive. So you'd only want to play this on an expensive hero or ally, which I didn't draw. Like if the ally only costs 2 anyway. You know what I mean? Although you can put an ally into play after that planning phase passes. I guess that's the benefit. I look at it. I'm trying to look at how do I get discounted allies. That's the move. Mithrandir's Advice, which is some card draw, another Burning Brand, and of course, Henemarth, who allows us to look at the top of the encounter deck. So if I exhaust him, I can look at the top of the encounter deck, and then Denethor can actually remove a card from the top of the encounter deck after looking at it and put it on the bottom of the deck. So the Henemarth Denethor combo is good because you can look at the card before you commit to looking at the card and placing it on the bottom of the deck, if that makes sense. On this side of the table, what we're trying to get, we did draw Hasty Stroke. We drew... I don't love this hand. I'm going to mulligan this hand for sure. But this card's great. Johnny Bravo 530 brought this card to my attention when I looked at his deck. because especially in a deck that's pitching cards. So both Aowen and Arwen pitch cards to do their actions. And when you do that, you basically can pitch this card and then play this card from the discard pile. So having this in your opening hand is endless card draw. Essentially, what you can do with Arwen is every turn you can discard this card from your hand, draw a card, get +1 money, then return it to your hand, and then do it again next turn in perpetuity. So drawing Elven Light in your opening hand is awesome, but I don't like not having Valinor. Now, the risk I take is I mulligan and I don't get Valinor. I also like Galadriel's Handmaiden. This is a good ally. She drops your threat by 1 when you play her, and she's a 2-2 willpower quester, which I think is good. But I'm going to mulligan anyway. And we got a worse hand. Oh, man, this is not a good hand. Dude, I pulled 2 Snowmanes, Gamling, a Sylvan Refugee, Lindir, and Unexpected Courage, which is okay, but yeah, not great. Not a great hand. So that's one thing about this game. You have a 50-card deck. It has to be 50 cards. And if you get a tough draw and you don't have a lot of draw mechanics, you can kind of get stuck right away. But I guess we'll see. So we've decided on mulligans. We're not mulligan. We're not going to do a mulligan for the green team, but for the blue team, we did. We probably should have stuck with having Elven Light and getting better draw. But besides all that, let's load up the quest. So this quest, again, is from Core Set in Shadows of Mirkwood. It's called Conflict at the Carrock. Normal. And we got some shit to talk about on this one. So this says Grimbeorn's Quest. Now, I think if I pull up, let me pull up, no, not on that. Let's put that over here. We don't want to interrupt anything. But I think if I go to my YouTube real quick, because I don't have this handy, but I think if I read this, I think I cut and pasted it right out of the manual. And what I'll do is I will, here's the text. Here's the text on this. It states, while searching for Gollum along the banks of the Anduin, the heroes hear rumors of a group of trolls that have come to the Carrock, bringing chaos and strife to the valley. The Beornings, led by Grimbeorn the Old, are known as the peacekeepers in the area. So the heroes set out to find Grimbeorn, and assist him in driving the intrusive trolls back to the mountains from which they came. So there you go. That's where we're at right now. That's a bit scary. And then this states, while searching for Gollum, you receive word that a group of trolls have come to Carrock. So this is the abbreviated version. Setup, add the Carrock to the staging area. Remove 4 unique troll cards and 4 copies of Sacked and set them aside. Then shuffle 1 sacked card per player back into the encounter deck. So this card's terrible. Sacked states, when revealed, attached to a hero, counts as a condition. Attached hero cannot attack, defend, commit to a quest, trigger its effect, or collect resources. You don't want to get thrown into a troll sack. That's for sure. And then the trolls themselves are a bunch of really funny-looking trolls with silly names. Stuart, Rupert, Morris, and Lewis. So they are not here yet. They have a 34th engagement cost. We're starting the game with a 23 and a 26 engagement, which is pretty good. Now we have to shuffle 2 of these into the deck, which we'll do with the H, with the letter H, HH, and then these 2 get set aside. Okay. If we flip this over, it states, after placing the 7th progress token on Grimbeorn's quest, the Carrock becomes the active location. So this stays in the staging area until we put the 7th quest token on this card. And this states, as this area is under the watch of the Beornings, you seek out their leader, Grimbeorn the Old, and discover he has already set out in rage. You follow, hoping to find him before he confronts the trolls. Yep, that's good. So yeah, that's where we're at. We can leave the we'll leave the deck I know the encounter deck, but we'll leave it a mystery for the viewer for now. And we'll just get cracking. Let's put the chair up. Okay, I don't love this opening hand. It's not great. So first things first, draw a card and get our resources. There we go. Hey, look, another gambling. Oof, brutal. I'm shuffling this deck out of pure superstition. There we go. So not great. Not great. This is not very good. So what are we gonna do? Well, we don't need 2 snowmains, so we're gonna immediately discard 1 snowmain using Arwen's front of card, which states discard a card from your hand to add 1 resource to a Noldor hero's resource pool. So we're gonna give Glorfindel another point of money. So now he has 2 points of money. We should probably throw Unexpected Courage on somebody. After Glorfindel exhausts to commit to a quest, raise your threat. Yeah, that sucks. We really want Light of the Valinor as soon as we can get it. Now, Unexpected Courage is pretty cool because you can basically have somebody commit and then uncommit as soon as they commit to doing something. So this is actually very good if I put it on Denethor, because then Denethor can discard the card from the encounter deck if he doesn't like it and then unexhaust and defend if necessary. Denethor has a 3 defense. He's only got 3 hit points, but he has a 3 defense, which is pretty good. And then the other thing, so I'm kind of looking at beefing up Denethor right away, and I'm using this deck to do it. That's why these decks complement each other well, because I'm thinking Denethor is going to get Burning Brand, which allows him to cancel a shadow card. So I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to spend 2 resources. We're going to stick Unexpected Courage on Denethor. So now he can unexhaust by exhausting Unexpected Courage. We will throw in the Sylvan Refugee. She's only 1 point, and she quests for 2, and that's all we're doing for now. Boy, this is not good. We have no mitigation on the encounter deck on this team. Going over to the Trapper side, we did get a decent draw here. We're happy with this draw. We are going to stick Burning Brand on Denethor. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I didn't get a resource and a card. There we go. Okay. We're going to stick a Burning Brand on Denethor. It costs 2, so 1, 2. And then well, we probably should play Henemarth at this point. We didn't draw any traps that we can use yet, so we're going to throw out Henemarth for 1. That empties our resources here. And this states exhaust him to look at the top of the encounter deck. So we're going to do that. Give us a little intel. We see that the first thing coming is Gladden Fields. A location card will be coming, which has a 3 threat. So it's not an enemy. It's not a terrible treachery card. There's so many bad treachery cards in these sets. So we're not going to use Denethor to get rid of this. We're going to save Denethor and not do that. So there's that. All right. So we know that's going to be the first of the 2 staging cards that come during the questing phase, which is now. So to quests, Eowyn will quests. I don't think Glorfindel should quest, but I hate raising my threat. I hate doing it without Light of Valinor. It angers me, but I'm going to do it anyway. I think we're going to quest all around on this side. It's dangerous to tap everybody or exhaust. I say tap because I come from the Vampire the Eternal Struggle world for back in the day. But I think we're gonna do this early. So we're gonna exhaust all of these guys for a whopping 10. We know it's only going to be a 7 with the first card because 3 is going to come away from it. So staging time. So we're going to draw 2, 1 and 2. Double Gladden Fields. So this is brutal. There is 8 threat in the staging area. That's high. So we only quested successfully by 4. So we will add progress to the active quest. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now that we're in the travel phase, we have to travel to a location. We cannot travel to the Carrock. It states here, players cannot travel to the Carrock except through quests. So we have to finish this quest before we can travel to the Carrock. So we're going to have to put one of the Gladden Fields in play, which states, when Gladden Fields is the active location, each player must raise his threat by an additional point during the refresh phase. That's pretty annoying. So we travel there. That takes it away from the threat going forward. And there are no enemies, so we're going to go right to the refresh phase. Refresh. And what are we doing? What's this reminding me to do? I'm probably forgetting something. I forget stuff all the time. So next, what is this? Beginning of refresh phase. Oh, right. Up our threat by 1, right? So tick, tick, and now new round. Bling. We're already at 28 over here. We don't like that. How do we get rid of these? Escape. There we go. All right. We drew Steed of Imladris, which is good because it puts progress on the active location. So the Steed helps us put quest points on the locations, which is nice. Still no card draw. Still no mitigation. And over here, we drew what? We drew Scroll of Isildur. This is a pretty cool card. It lets you play a event card out of your discard pile, which is pretty handy. I think every deck has their version of this. And you reduce the cost of this by 1 for each hero you control with a printed lore resource. So it only costs 1 instead of 4, because 4 it would not be worth it. All right. We have 3 money. I think we're not going to play anything. I think we're going to hang on to our money in the event that we need to toss somebody in a forest snare, and then see how our options go from there. And this group will certainly field the Steed. We'll stick this. We're going to stick this on Arwen for 1. And we're going to stick Snowmane on Eowyn for 1. So they're on horses now. After hero quest successfully, ready the attached hero. That's pretty cool. And then Arwen can place progress. After attached hero commits to a quest, discard a card to place 2 progress tokens over here. That would be great if I had some card draw, which I don't. So yeah, I guess that's all we're going to spend. I'm a bit nervous to pitch a card, but I think I'm going to actually, because this guy gives me card draw. This might be the move. So after Lindir enters play, if you have less than 3 cards in your hand, draw until you have 3 cards in your hand. So that's going to come in handy next turn, not this turn, however. And I guess that's it for my planning phase. That's a pretty short planning phase. Not a lot going on here. And to the quest. So I guess we will, exhausts. Eowyn and her horsey says after you successfully quest, you have to ready the attached hero. So we'll see about that. And then Arwen will exhaust a quest, and she will actually pitch a card from her hand and place 2 progress on the active location. We're going to get rid of one of these gamblings and put 2 here. That's good. So we get, it has to be the active location, I think. It does. Okay. Awesome. So we got a 7 progress right now. We're going to exhaust Hanemarth. We're going to look at the top of the deck. Hey, look. It's a location. There's a lot of locations in this. That's fine. We won't use Denethor to exhaust or mess anything up here. So, all right. So staging time. Draw 2, 1, and 2. Hey, an enemy, a muck adder, a giant snake. Giant snakes, like Conan. Guess we'll have to cut its head off. Well, it's coming. It's engaging somebody. It's only got a 20, and both of our threats are higher. We did, however, get 4 progress, which is nice. So we don't have to worry about upping our threat again. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, look at that. We completed both. So this goes to the victory display. This gets flipped over because this becomes the active location, right? Because we put the 7th token here. And we're on to the next one. You approach the Carrock and find that the trolls have been watching you from the top of the rocky river landmark. As you approach, the trolls close in. Oh, great. When revealed, place the unique troll cards previously set aside into the staging area. Well, this is happening a bit fast. Sometimes you don't want to be fast with questing, because then this happens. All these trolls come in. Now, the only good news here is they have 34 engagements, so they're not coming just yet, which means if I want to optionally engage them and try to fight them one at a time, it's probably the move, because until then, it's going to be, if they all come at once, it's going to be hell. I'll 100% lose the scenario. If this guy hits 34, we're going to lose the scenario. So we've got to be very careful about that. And, well, we're struggling with card draw here for the blue team. So that happens. This states we can't defeat this. So essentially, I think this is it. I think this is it. I think there's only 2 quest cards in this quest deck. I think we're in it now until we get rid of these trolls. So we have to be very careful about managing threat now that we're in it. And that's that. Oh, and by the way, they all get +1/+1 while the Carrock is the active location. So I will forget to do that. So I'm going to do it with these handy counters. So they get a they get a +1 attack and defense. So that's very important to remember while the Carrock is the active location. All right. That brings us to the travel phase, which is relevant. Encounter phase. So we know the Muck Adder's coming, but we can decide who it goes to because we can optionally engage it, starting with player 1, who will take that in option. Do I want player 1 to optionally engage this? Because if he does actually damage Denethor, Denethor will be dead because he poisons him. If Muck Adder damages a character, discard that character from play. That's crazy. Okay. Well, he's got Burning Brand. So we're going to engage the snake. Now we're going to enter the combat phase. We'll deal the snake. Do I want to do any tricks here? Do I any card tricks? I could throw a snare on him. I can't actually. Not right now. I could next turn. I'm not going to do anything. So he gets a shadow card. And, well, now we have to decide how we're doing this. So Denethor will defend. He has a 3. The snake's attacking with a 2. We do, and also we will exhaust unexpected courage, and we will unexhaust, just in case there's any shenanigans. So that's that. Now, the Burning Brand states exhaust a Burning Brand to cancel a shadow effect just triggered during an attack that attacked character is defending. So that's the amazing card, to be honest with you. So Denethor is defending. He unexpected couraged himself out of being exhausted. Now we're going to reveal the shadow card. If attacking enemy is a troll, resolve this card's when reveal effect. That's not the case, so it doesn't do anything. And by the way, you love seeing a sacked card show up in this circumstance because then you know you're not going to probably see it again. So now you know there's only 1 more out of the 41 cards in that deck. So that's huge to... Because when you get sacked, it's the worst. You can't do anything. You essentially lose a character. So you like to see it being dealt as a shadow card. So that goes away. And now we get to return fire on the Muck Adder. It only has 4 health, so we choose who's swinging back. So Kelador will swing for 3. Damrod will swing for 2. 5 is enough to kill the snake. So they fill it full of arrows and daggers, and it dies. After Denethor's valiant defense. You usually associate Denethor with anything valiant, but he's very good in this game. All right. So that's the end of the round. Let's ready up. And go to the next round. We're moving. Well, we're about to hit 30 threat. Oh, God. Not good. No threat mitigation. Can somebody help me? No! All I'm getting is allies down here. This is terrible. All right. A lot of money, though. You got a lot of money, Lee. So I don't know, man. We gotta take a troll. We have to take a troll and fight with a troll. That's what we have to do. So planning phase. So blue is going to all right. So first things first. Arwen is going to discard a card. So she's going to discard Galadrim Weaver and get a money for Glorfindel. Then we're going to play... Wait a minute. Do I want to do it that way? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Then we're going to play Lindir for 3. 1, 2, 3. And Lindir states response. After Lindir enters play, if you have less than 3 cards in your hand, draw until you do. So I get to draw 2 cards. Thank God. 1, 2. Not great. Not great. Not great. A harp, which is a good card, don't get me wrong. And then another horse. We don't need any of this. We need cards that can let us draw cards. Can I get an Elven Light, please? Please. All right. Enough of my bitching. Let's throw the harp into play, I guess. We'll throw it on Glorfindel. He seems like he could stroke a harp, doesn't he? For 2. That costs 2. Okay. All right. Well, it is what it is. We can only do what we have with the cards we're dealt. So off to the green team. The green team really has to consider engaging a troll now. Before this engagement, the staging area gets too big. So we're going to 100% do that in the encounter phase. Hopefully we don't draw an enemy. Let's go ahead and exhaust Henemarth and peek. We have another location coming. We like this location. The best location to draw is this one. Okay, so we're 100% going to need 3 money because we're going to forest snare one of the trolls. Okay, and we have 2 cards that let me put allies into play. Those don't really matter. We've got nothing in our discard pile. Isn't that weird? That's pretty weird. We're going to spend 1 money now. Draw 1 card for each hero you control with a printed lore icon. So that cost me 1. We're going to draw 1, 2, 3 cards. Now that is card draw. Look, we drew Faramir. Isn't this a really cool Faramir rendition? I think it looks so cool. He's just up in the trees, all camouflaged and shit. I got to be honest with you. I love Boromir. He's a great character. But that whole Faramir crew, the rangers with the cool garb and the masks and the bows and the ambushing, those guys are just so cool. I love that crew. All right. That's basically this whole deck. There's a bunch of guys in cloaks with bows. Like, look at this guy. Ithilien Archer looks awesome. Faramir looks awesome. Kelador looks awesome. Okay. Great. So, next order of biz. We should stick a burning brand on somebody else, shouldn't we? We could stick it on Arwen. Oh, it has to be a lore character. Never mind. Ignore me. All right. This is a healer. We like healers. But we need 3 money. And then we need 2 money. We need 5 money. We need 5 money going into the encounter phase. So we're not going to spend any money here. We are not going to use Denethor's ability. And we're going to come onto this side. And that's it. Wow, not very exciting. So questing away. We're going to quest again. Oh my God, do I hate questing with him when he doesn't have his thing. It drives me nuts. But I have to. And this guy, Lindir, he's a great quester. He's got a 2. So we got only 1 progress right now. That's the math because of all this shit in the staging area. So this is where the game gets away from you because then you got to figure you got 1 coming in, that's progress 0. And then another card, you're in the negatives, which adds to your threat, which gets closer to these trolls coming down. Yeah, this is rough. Rough. And there's nothing we can do about it. We can add 2 more to this by pitching cards with Éowyn, which we will 100% do. I guess we'll quest with Denethor and then use unexpected cards to unexhaust him. But we really, I guess we're going to pull a troll now and start chipping away at him. But, yeah, this is rough. Alrighty then. And, hey, oh my God, dude, look what I pulled. Are you kidding me? I pulled the goddamn hill troll, who hits for 6. Ooh, this might be this one might be over, guys. Might be over with the hill troll. With 5 trolls in the staging, and this one might be over. I have almost as many trolls as I do characters. Oof, that's rough. So he comes at 30, 29. We're going to have to snare him up. He's coming before the rest of them, but what sucks is these guys give bonuses to all the trolls, which is really rough. I really want to take the guy who gives defense. Stuart, I like to kill first because it makes the rest of them a little weaker. Then he's going to come next turn. I have 1 snare. I'm trying to think of any tricks I have. I mean, this guy's worse. He hits for 6. He's got a 3 defense. These guys are not as bad, to be honest with you. This guy really, this sucks to see this guy. This is rough. We're going to have to get rid of him right away. We have a 0 quest right now, so we want to not have a 0 quest right now. So I don't think we're going to play Burning Brand again, so I think I'm going to pitch it. I know that's insane. I really should pitch an event card is what I should do, but I don't have any. I hate pitching a Burning Brand because if something makes me lose this one, or if Denethor dies, so I'd like the healer. I'll pitch 1 Scroll of Isildur, I guess, and that's going to give her a +1. And then she will pitch the steed to get another +1. Whoops. Also, after she successfully quests, ready her. Oh, also, put 2 progress after attached hero commits to quest. Discard a card from your hand to place 2 progress tokens on the active quest, which I will. So I'm going to put 2 there from the steed. I'm going to pitch gambling. I get 2 more. Right? So I only have a 1? Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 threat. And we only have a 16 quest. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Well, no, we have a 19. We have a 19 to 15. We should have 4 here. I don't know why this math's not shaken out. Yeah, I thought I did the math. So 4 more to here would clear the Carrock. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So this goes away. Thank God. Getting rid of this. He had it too, by the way. All right. That's good. So traveling, we'll travel to something that adds a lot of threat. This is going to bump us up another 1. This puts Grimbeorn into play, but I don't have the money to get him yet, so I don't want to waste it. I'm going to put Gladden Fields. I'm going to travel to Gladden Fields, and we'll have to up our threat. That knocks down the threat a little bit. All right, encounter phase. This is big. We will optionally engage the Hill Troll. Oh, boy. Complete insanity. He's going to be so hard to hurt. He's going to have a 4 defense. I have to. All right, we're going to optionally engage the Hill Troll. The rest don't come because we're still lower in threat. And, yeah. Wait, do I want to do that this turn? I don't think I want to do that this turn. I think that's death. I have to stop him from being able to attack. That's the problem, and I can't. Because if I engage him now, he's going to attack and kill somebody. And his special states, excess damage dealt to Hill Troll must be assigned as an increase to your threat. So you can't chump block your way out of it, and he's hitting for 6. Decisions. I think if I engage him now, he's going to blow somebody up. He's hitting for 7. Oh, no, he's not, because these guys aren't engaged. So if he hits Denethor for 6 and Denethor blocks for 3, Denethor dies. I mean, that math is unavoidable. Whoever he hits dies. He's a one-hit character killer on this side of the table, which is nuts. I have nothing to stop him from attacking us. That's so crazy. I'm going to have to wait a turn. This is bad. This is a bad setup right now. This is a bad setup right now. Very, very bad. I could engage one of the other trolls now and then forest snare him and at least know he's not attacking. Then he's coming next turn, and that would be 2 of them out of the area. Jeez Louise. He actually... This is a tough call. I feel like... Sometimes I feel like taking the initiative makes the most sense, but it's funny because I'm sitting here thinking I got to rely on cards that I'm seeing, and I just hate doing that. I think we're going to sit tight. I think we're not option engaging. Let's go to refresh. Refresh. New round. Another shit draw on this side. New round. Another knock rate draw. Also, both of our threats go up an additional 1 because of Gladden Fields, which means now the troll is coming, and I didn't help myself with that card draw much at all. Ugh. Boy, this is rough. Well, that's the breaks. That's the cards. So we got to get rid of this. No help over here, which is unfortunate. I can't replay him into the area. Boy, this is rough. All right, let's deal with what we got here. We're going to, we're -12 in the progress, so we're questing away again. So, Glorfy, old Glorfy baby. He's got a 3 attack. I'd love to get him in ranged, but it's not going to happen. So, quest. To stay ahead of the threat here. And, so discard a card from your hand. No, we would rather discard a card from our hand to place 2 on the active. So we're going to get rid of him. We're going to put 2 on the active location. Okay. And this is it. We only got a 2. Henemarth tells me that a goblin is coming. He's annoying. Very, very annoying. Because he damages people from the staging area. And he never engages us. And he can't be optionally engaged while there's other enemies in the staging area, which there will be. And if there isn't, you're dead anyway. So do I want to get rid of him? Because he's going to plink away on us, which is pretty annoying. I don't think so. All right, so drawing 1, drawing 2. Remove 4 progress tokens from the current quest card. If there are fewer than 4, remove all. Well, there aren't any. I wonder if that means the location as well. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter because we're going to exhaust Denethor to... Oh, no, we can't do that now. It's too late. So remove 4 progress tokens from the current quest card. I don't know if that means the location, to be honest with you. I guess I'm going to think it doesn't because that is in my favor. And if it does, then I'll know after I look it up later. Well, guess who's coming? Yep, this is bad, man. And I have no way to stop it, which is such a fucking bummer. Okay. All right, so we are going to... Oh, I kind of forgot to do my planning phase with green. I jumped the gun over here and went to questing too soon, which means I forgot to put stuff into play with the green deck. But, hey, what are you going to do? Them's the breaks. I think I'm going to sacrifice Damrod. All right, he's engaging us. He gets a card. And Damrod's going to block with a 1 defense. So he's got 7. He's got 6 coming in. 6 damage. So 5 comes through, and he kills Damrod. Splat. 1 shot, dead hero. And I have to raise my threat by 1 because he did 1 more. And that's not good. So we are going to attack back for 4. He's got a 3 defense. So he only takes 1. Just a tiny little pinprick. He's got 9 health. Yikes. Poor Damrod. We hardly knew you, pal. Tough start. Tough start when you lose a character in the 4th turn. The Goblin's going to kill us, which is also annoying. Good lord. So combat phase is over. And this states, if Goblin and Snipers in the staging are at the end of the combat phase, each player deals 1 point of damage to a character they control. So he hits this guy, because it's not going to matter. I'd rather not kill Henemarth just yet. So he's going to hit Kelador for 1. Also, this lady disappears because somebody left play, and he takes 1. So the Goblin's sniping away at us up here. Oof. And Gladden Fields is still in play. Did I even calculate that? Dude, I'm kind of got a little sidetracked here. I think my brain went ADHD because I didn't finish the quest phase properly. What am I doing? These guys came out, and I had a -1, right? Yeah, so I had to up my threat. I did not quest successfully, unless I wanted to pitch a card and be even. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pitch a card and be even because we'll say we bumped her quest up to +1, which makes it 0. Sorry, guys. Got a little distracted when everything fell apart. So technically, this is what it looks like. 0 quest progress. That's fine. Which means our threat's going to go up to 33, and then all the trolls are going to come, and then that's going to be that. We'll play it out, though, but you'll see. It's going to end very quickly here. So refresh. Next round. Another ally. I swear it's raining allies, and I just don't want any allies right now. So 30 threat, 34. Yeah, this game's over. I think I lost. I think that's it because in the planning, in the encounter phase, all these trolls are coming to this side. They're all going to engage this character and just destroy him. And there's nothing I can really do about it. So I think that's it. I think I lost. Yeah. So we'll try again. This is 100% a loss. And it's tough, man. When you get a bad draw, you're not going to win. So we're going to mark this. We're going to reload the decks. We're going to mark it as a defeat. That's called scooping. When you can't win. And you know, like in the encounter phase, it's over. No reason to play it out. No reason to prolong the annoying death. Best to just wrap it up, start again. So here we go. A much better draw this time. And I'm not going to fuck with it. I'm going to leave it alone. It's not the greatest draw, but I picked up something that gives me card draw, and I'm not going to tempt fate again. And on this side, ooh, we got a healer, which we like. And we got a trap. I don't like this draw. I'm gonna mulligan this draw. I like this one better. Burning Brand is great. So we're gonna shuffle, set aside. We're going to flip this over. We know the deal. We already read the intro, and we're right back at it. So let's get our opening draw for cards. No, not mulligan. I hit the M, not the M. Shift N. There we are. Oof, this is much better. And we got our money, and let's start. Starting again. Part 2. Psh. The hunters got smoked. They thought they were so sneaky. They're sneaking around. They're like, we're so cool. We're hunting. And the trolls are like, look at these idiots. They don't think we can see them because we're so tall. And then they just came down out of the hills and smashed just a little bloody bits. They're like, you guys think you're being sneaky. You're not. All right. Let's try this again. Here's how we'll properly do this. First things first. On this side, Arwen is going to discard this card to give him a money. That's her front of card. And then we're going to play this from the discard pile and get another card. Isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful. Much better. Feels much better, doesn't it? Already, blue team feels much better. We're going to, we don't have a location yet. We're going to put this lady into play. She costs 2. He'll pay for it. And it says that after Galadriel's handmaiden enters play, a player reduces his threat by 1. We'll drop this guy's threat by 1. Can I pick? That player. So it has to be me. So down to 22 threat. That's good. Threat going backwards is wonderful. Watch this trickery. We're going to put Elven Jeweler into play, but it states after it says discard 2 cards from your hand to put Elven Jeweler into play. I'm going to discard. I'm going to discard Elven Light. And hold on a second. And so let me do it in this order so you can see what's on. I'm going to discard Gambling and Elven Light. I'm going to play Elven Light from my discard pile and draw another card. Oh, that feels so good. Okay, so she didn't cost anything. I'm going to put Galadriel Weaver into play for 1. And she states, after Galadriel Weaver enters play, shuffle the top card of your discard pile into your deck. So we're going to shuffle him back in so we don't lose the card. Oh, that's nice. Now that is efficiency. 3 allies on turn 1. Pow! All right, much better. Over here, we got a couple of traps, which we love. We love this. And Damrod's not dead anymore. We are going to put Ranger Spikes into play. Boom. This states, play Ranger Spikes into the staging area. If unattached, attach it to the next enemy that enters. So they walk onto my spikes, basically. And it costs 2, but Damrod's front of card states, reduce the cost of the first trap card you play by 1 to a minimum of 0. That's so good. So it costs him 1 to put the Ranger Spikes into play. Now we feel like Rangers. And we're going to take 2 points and stick Burning Brand on Denethor. All right. We also got another trap, couple allies, and some card draw. Good stuff, good stuff. Into the planning phase we go. This is our 1 chance, by the way, to get the Carrock out of here. So we're going to go hard. We're going to go hard. We're going to quest. We're going to raise our threat by 1 because Glorfindel doesn't have his special fancy pants stuff. And it might be too soon, but I'd rather clear this area and not give trolls bonuses. Because this states, well, this is the active location. Oh, right. It's not the active location right now, is it? But it will be after this quest. Okay. So, does Denethor want to look at the top of the encounter deck and then move that card to the bottom of the encounter deck? He probably should. But we're not going to because we have a test of will in our hand on the other side of the table. Oh, and we have money. Okay, just making sure. All right, so first encounter card is the East Blight and the Brown Lands. So we succeed by 6. But we want to succeed by 7. So Eowyn is going to discard a card from her hand. Guess what? Elven Light to get a +1. Oh, and by the way, Elven Light, we're going to put back on her hand on the action window. So that's a 7. So that brings us to 7. This becomes the active, and then this goes away, and then we've put in the trolls right back into the staging area. Things are moving fast again, but our threat at least is a little bit low. But we really want to aggressively try to get these trolls out of here. So we quested successfully. We traveled successfully. Encounter phase. Dare we take a troll now? We could. Oh, wait. The first troll that came into the encounter area got ranger spiked. How awesome is that? And we can decide because we put them into play. So who do we want to be stuck in the staging area the whole game? God bless ranger spikes. How about the one that gives extra defense? So we're going to say that Stuart got spiked. Plap. So his threat drops by 2. And he does not make engagement checks against attached enemy. We don't have to make engagement checks. So he stays here, committing no threat the rest of the game. That's amazing. That's what trap decks can do. So he gets spiked. He's stuck. We don't have to worry about Stuart. I'm not quite ready to pull one yet. I guess we could. Do we want to be gutsy? Do we want to be gutsy? We can't cancel. We're going to be gutsy. We're going to engage a troll. Let's go. Let's be aggressive. You know what I mean? We're going to engage Morris. No, because he hits hard. We're going to engage the guy that fucks with our threat. Oh boy, none of these are good options. We'll take. If he hits me for 5, I defend for 3. I'm gonna have 1 life left. That said, and I don't have any healers. So Denethor would be in tough shape after that first attack. We'd hit him back for 5. He would take 3. He would have a little bit left, but he would be far from dead. All right. I have a plan. It's risky, but the plan is this. We're going to engage Morris. Morris is going to come down. He's going to hit Denethor. At the start of next turn, we're going to play the Guardian of Ithilien, and we're going to send Morris back to the staging area. But we're going to have a trap waiting for him with poison stakes. Can I do that? Can I pull that off? I guess we'll see. So here we go. So we're in the encounter phase. We are going to optionally engage Morris, so deal him a shadow card. Denethor will defend. So he's hitting Denethor for 5. Denethor is defending for 3. Revealing the shadow card states, if it's a troll enemy, resolve this card's effect. We're going to use Burning Brand and delete that fucking card. Get out of here. We don't like that. So Denethor has 1 life, 1 hit point left. He got smashed, but he's still alive. Okay. Oh, wait a second. We don't want to do that. Do you know why? Because they get +1 attack because of the Carrock. So, because I'm messed that rule up, I'm going to say I take a different guy instead, and it'll be this guy. So he raises my threat by 3. We'll have to do it this way. As much as I want to kill Morris, I can't. Because Denethor would be dead, right? They get a +1 attack right now. So he hits me for 5. I defend for 3. I take 2. I raise my threat by 3 because he attacked me. There you have it. That's the breaks, man. So refresh. We're at 30. Refresh. New card. Hey, it's gambling. I swear to God, it's like gambling city over here. New card. All right, into the planning phase we go. We really have to remember this. So it's 5, 6, 6, 7, right? Because of this stupid card. Oh, I'm sorry. We swung back at him, too. For 5, he had a 3 defense, so he took 2. Sorry. I'm moving. Got to slow down a little. So these two guys hit him back after he smashed Denethor. Planning phase. We are going to use Damrod and play poison spikes into the threat area. We are then going to field Guardian of Ithilien for 1. In this states, after he enters play, return an enemy with you to the staging area so he lands on the spikes. We love that. Ow! So he'll take 2 damage at the end of every turn. So he should be dead if threat stays what threat is by the time he re-engages us. So both of these guys are trapped. And when a trap card I have attaches to an enemy, I draw a card with Damrod. And Kelador states, after a trap card you control is attached to an enemy, ready Kelador or reduce threat by 1. We will reduce threat by 1. That's huge. And I didn't do it for this one, but it's too late now. So that's good play. We could draw 3 cards. Probably not a bad idea. But that's fine. We'll hang on to the money. All right. Blue team. Blue team is going to attach the Ancient Mathom to a location. Oh, wait. Does this say immune to player cards? It is. So that means I can't attach it to that location, I don't think. But one of these states, when faced with the option to travel to East Blight, we have to travel to East Blight. After the players travel to the Brown Lands, place 1 progress token on it. And this... All right, so I guess we'll just attach this to the East Blight for 1. She's going to discard a card and give him a +1 money. We're going to then play this card back into our hand. All right, all right. We're going to do the same shenanigans over here. We are going to put the Elven Jeweler into play by utilizing the discard effect. We're going to... I really should have Gambling in play, but I don't know. I don't think he's great in this deck, to be honest with you. So I'm going to discard Gambling. I'm going to discard her to put this lady into play. I'm going to then play this card and draw a card. And I think I'm going to put Snowmane on Éowyn for 1. So Éowyn gets her horse. So she can ready up. And we have an Unexpected Courage we could play. But I'm not going to. I'm going to play Squire of the Mark. So she comes in. She costs 1. After a Rohan ally you control is discarded, I can put her into the victory display to return that ally to my hand. That's kind of her whole purpose. She doesn't do much besides that, to be honest with you. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to play her. I'm going to keep her for discard, I think. Although I have this for discard, really. Yeah. We'll keep her in our hand for now. And we have another Unexpected Courage, but I don't think we're going to play it just yet. So that brings us to the questing phase. We're all done here. Nothing to see here. So we got a -12, which is bad. We're going to quest away with everybody. Everybody's questing. So that's that. Denethor could look. He could look. Yeah, we can't... we don't have any healing, so Denethor... We're not going to be optionally engaging this turn. We're going to go ahead and use Denethor to look at the top of the encounter deck because we might want to move it to the bottom of the encounter deck. So we're going to exhaust him and we're going to peek. And what do you know? Each player raises his threat by the total number of all cards in the staging area. Any player may choose to discard from play one creature to cancel this effect. Do I want to move that to the bottom of the deck? Or do I want to get rid of Snowmane? Ha! Do I want to get rid of Snowmane? Is Snowmane a Rohan? No. As I say, could I use... No. No. We're going to put this on the bottom of the deck. Move to encounter deck, bottom. All right. So we're kind of drawing blind, which is a bit scary, isn't it? Card 1. Hey, it's back again. Each player raises his threat by a total of all the cards in the staging area. Well, that can't happen. So we're going to go ahead and have Glorfindel pitch a test of will to cancel the when revealed effect. And the second card is a Warg. They're coming. Somebody's fighting this guy. Maybe going to be this team, actually. All right. We quested successfully by 1. So what we're going to do is we are going to discard this card to get another addition to her will. We're then going to take the card back. Hey, a side quest. Who cares? And then on this side, do we want to discard anything? I think we need to. We're going to discard this guy to give her another +1, which means we successfully quest by 1, 2, 3. We really need to clear this area. Jesus Christ. It's getting rough out here. Getting rough out here. Oh, at the end of last turn, this guy on the poison spikes, he took 2. Whoops. He's dying of poison, slowly but surely. We can't forget that. So that brings us to the encounter phase, which means this Warg is coming. We're going to have to take him over here. So the Warg engages us, and we're going to declare Guardian of Ithilien as a defender. This is not going to go well for him. And the shadow card is a Hill Troll, thank God. Oh, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God. So he's discarded. This states, if Wargs is dealt the shadow card with no effect, return it to the staging area after it attacks. So it kills this guy, and then it sneaks away, which is a bitch. That's annoying. Also, I want to look at my discard pile. Yeah, okay. I didn't think I had much there. Hill Troll Shadow is my favorite type of shadow. What's up, DH Johnny? I love a Hill Troll Shadow. Oh, it's the best. Good Lord. This ain't going well. All right. I guess that's time for refresh phase because Sneaky Wargs slinked away. So we're gonna refresh and we're going to go to the next round. Ching. Oh, look what we drew. Threat reduction. That makes me so happy on the inside. It warms my cold black heart to see this card. All right. All right, back to the shenanigans. We should lower this guy by 6. That's the move, right? That's the generous move. So let's continue the card churning shenanigans. Arwen is going to discard this card to give him money. And then I'm going to play this card from my pile. Fucking side quests. I shouldn't have side quests in this deck, but I do. Glorfindel, 1, 2, 3. We're going to play Galadrim's Greetings. And we're going to lower this guy. Is at 6. Reduce one player's threat by 6. We're going to drop your threat, baby. Oh, this feels good to go to 24, doesn't it? Keep the trolls away. And what else do... Oh, we're in the planning phase. I'm sorry. I'm terrible about clicking these. Maybe it would slow me down, and I would play better and miss less shit if I did that. La 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 la. Well, this is kind of wrong card. Yeah. Oh well. I love having a test of will. What's up, Dunshada? Cats and wargs. It's raining here too, pal. Wait, you're in Massachusetts too. Yeah, it's raining here too. We don't have a good board state for the green team, but we do have traps in play. Oh wait. End of last phase. 2 more damage for our buddy. He's bleeding. He's dying. Poor Lewis. Poor Louis. He's got poison in him. I'm never gonna have time to do these because these locations are so big with their threat. Like this Brownlands is brutal. I need more questers in play. It's really, really what I need. Shit. I feel like I forgot to raise my threat with Glorfindel, but maybe I did. I don't know. Maybe, just maybe. We keep 1 for a test of will. All right, we're going to play 2. We're going to spend 2 with 2 blue. We're going to put unexpected cards on Denethor, I guess, because obviously, right? I mean, obviously, it's free. It's free encounter control. It's free encounter control if he can untap. All right, blue's good. You chill with your 1. I like keeping 1 because it's test of will. I used to, a lot of times I would empty all my money and then go into the encounter phase and be like, I'm going to test. Oh, I'm not. I can't afford it. Fuck. So don't do that. All right, over here we need to draw some cards. So we're going to play Mithrandra's Advice for 1. It states draw 1 card for each green guy I have, or hero. So that would be 1, 2, 3. Hey, we got a healer. And we got spikes. Love spikes, because when this bullshit dog does its thing again, it's going to hit the spikes. So, let me think. This hand is not great, is it? I could do some shenanigans right now. Close and keep order. Yeah, we're going to go full-blown shenanigans here. We're going to put Scroll of Isildur on to Damrod for 1. We're going to use Scroll of Isildur to play Mithrandir again. And then we're going to put this on the bottom of our deck. Move to bottom of owner's deck. Blink. And discard this. Draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, now we're talking. We can heal Denethor fucking finally. But we're running out of money and fast. We're running out of money and fast. Does Malblung let me engage that enemy or return it to the staging area? Okay. After Malblung enters play, choose an enemy to get 5 engagement cost until the end of the round. Then you may engage that enemy or return it to the staging area. Now, if I wanted to be a real cheesy bitch, I could pull another troll and send him back onto spikes. I don't know if that's the right play. I do know I got to start getting rid of shit up here, or this game will quickly get out of hand. I don't think I can keep a pace of the threat. I love this guy. Reduce the cost of the Mirkwood Hunter by 1 for each attachment on the active location. I don't have any. I misread this. I thought it was for each attachment in play. So I was thinking like the traps would lower his cost. That does make him a bit expensive. But 2/2/2, 3 health. And you can get him cheaper if there's stuff like, Mathom in play. Or I think I have Woodman Clearing or whatever the hell it's called in this deck. So that could work still. I need to really heal Denethor so I can pull the troll in again and beat him up some more. I could just do this. Lore of Imladris. This is kind of expensive, though, isn't it? 2 points. But Denethor is currently my main blocker, and I am kind of hamstringing myself in the meantime. Also, let's organize this a little. Give me my traps. Give me my events up front. Give me my attachments here, and this can be all allies. I am overstuffed with allies. I know the Miner of the Iron Hills is kind of corny, but I hate getting sacked more than anything. And let me keep my allies together. They look cool, don't they? They certainly do. So what am I doing with 2 money? For 1 money, am I throwing the spikes up? I should throw the spikes up. For 1 money. Or should I just be done with it? Should I heal Denethor, and should we pull the troll and start working him? We get card draw if somebody hits the spikes. All right, let's do this. Let's see what the encounter deck says. So Denethor is going to exhaust, and look. We see Misty Mountain Goblins coming. Well, that's annoying, but to be frank, we could nullify them with Ranger Spikes, and they become a non-factor in the game. They won't contribute threat, and they will never engage us. We're going to not move that to the bottom of the deck. Is that optional? You may. Okay, good. We're going to unexhaust Denethor. We're going to throw Ranger Spikes up for 1, because Damrod gets a discount. Discounts on all traps. And I think we're going to stop here. All right, so questing time. -14 is terrible. So all the way around, everyone's questing. We still have card pitching. So drawing, we're in the staging, so go ahead and draw. Bing! Hey, look, he hits Ranger Spikes and loses 2 threat. And another card is another goddamn location. Banks of the Anduin. It's only 1 threat. We succeed by 2. We are chipping away at the Carrock, which we finally are going to get because we are certainly pitching a card from Éowyn and the old golden action window here. So, oh shit, I'm already showing at +2. Oh, I'm so disappointed. So we're going to discard this. That's silly that it's turned that way, but whatever. And we got to discard 1 over here. I guess it'll be... let me see what's over here. Close and keep order. I think we're going to discard this guy. All right. So we didn't pass it. I thought we did. Yep, that's unfortunate. Oh, no, I didn't put the 2 down. Am I stupid? Yeah, I'm already showing the +2, so I got to put 2 progress tokens down. So 1, 2. So this goes away. This doesn't because it can't be defeated while the trolls are in play. But this finally goes away. So that can go F itself. That means all this goes away, right? That's always good. Also, we didn't put 2 on him, did we? So he's almost dead. I don't know if I'm doing that at the right time, but so I think we have to travel to one of these. Yes, so East Blight must be traveled to, which is annoying. Because it has 6 quest points on it. That's a lot. So we are now dealing with the East Bite. I keep calling it Blight. Is that a misprint? The East Bite? B-I-G-H-T. What do you guys think? I feel like Blight is the answer, but I don't really know. I guess Blight is not a place. So Bite might be what it is. B-I-G-H-T? I don't know what that is, actually. Anyway. So we have to remember we did this already because we're down here in the encounter phase now. So he's going to engage us again. He's annoying. I hate him. He's going to engage us. He gets a shadow card. Denethor is going to not block because I didn't... Oh, boy. I'm in a pickle here. Denethor could die if this card is unfavorable. Which would be such a blow. Such a place. He's hitting for 3. He'll only hit for 3 because I can cancel the card no matter what. So Denethor is going to block. Reveal. It's nothing. He hits me for 3. I defend for 3. He goes back. Denethor just keeps chasing dogs away, man. Now we're going to refresh. Nothing else is here, right? Remember, we already put 2 damage on the guy, so we don't do it again. I just did that a little early. Hey, we got our other card. That's amazing. Ooh, this is a good card. Keep people from engaging us. Okay. Well, here we are. I could use some more allies now. So Arwen's going to discard this card to give him money. And then we're going to play this card. Hey, look. We're going to play her. We're going to play her. She, yep, that's fine. And I guess that's that. That gives us a little more questing power from the refugee. And if attach her to Theoden, nope, she's successful. Yep, got it. Nothing else super important happening down here. Boy. Okay. So what are we doing over here? We gotta heal Denethor. We really do. Which is annoying, but we have to. We've really got to kill this goddamn dog. So, to be safe, we could stick him out here to block this. So the dog is coming. He could come in. So for 3, he can heal and then block and die. I'm trying to do the math. I could play Laura of Imladris, heal him 2. That cost me 2. Or for 3, I could play him by spending 2, then 1 to ready him. No, it's not worth it. All right. We got to deal with this goddamn dog is what we got to do. We're going to throw an ally into play. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to heal Denethor. We have to, man. We have to. Denethor is going to peek. What's he see? He sees more goblins. Annoying shits. Unexpected. Do I want to move the goblins? Not really, because at least they can be killed. So we're not going to move the goblins off that. All right. So we got 2 money. We could throw this into play, and then we could what? Heal again? Oh, wait, I didn't heal him. Okay. I'm just seeing what's in my discard for events. Just this. So I could scroll of a sealed door, another heal if I need to for 1. Mablin could enter play and help with the questing. He could be a very big help in that aspect. So let's do that. So Mablin comes into play. Choose an enemy to get a +5 engagement. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. All right, that's fine. Right. All right, I think that's it. So time to quest. Heal quests. I think I've been forgetting to do this, so I'm going to raise it 2. She doesn't have +2 right now. Quest. She'll stay to defend. She can't do anything else anyway. And quests, hey! Green's contributing. What a concept. So here we go. Encounter, encounter. Another location. It's another location. Succeeding by 0. This is quickly becoming out of hand, and I'm not going to be able to manage it because I'm not pulling enemies out enough in time, which is a real bummer. It's a fucking bummer, man. All right. So what are we going to do? We're going to pitch a card to get a +1. So she gets a +1. Take that card back. Hey, look at that. We love her. And on this side, we're going to... I don't think we're going to have enough money to ever play this guy. So we're going to pitch him for another +1. As insane as that sounds. So we have 2 progress. So 1, 2. Okay, no travel, encounter phase. So starting with the highest engagement, we're just going to optionally engage. So we're going to optionally engage here and here. That's fine. Shadow cards dealt. Combat phase begins. Starting with player 1, Denethor will block. We've heard that before. And the shadow card states, if any character gets -1 for the duration of this attack. Now, the warg states, if wargs dealt the shadow card with no effect, it was dealt with an effect. I just happened to be deleting it. After triggering, you can get rid of it. So this states cancel. So we're canceling this effect with Burning Brand. So the dog does nothing, and this time the dog does not run away, and he will die. On this side, the Misty Mountain Goblins are attacking, and the brave Squire of the Mark stands in front of him, standing tall, and the Goblins murder her. And they take 1 quest token off. Bloop. That's annoying. I'm assuming active quest means... Oh, wait, no, there is one on the active quest. Jesus Christ. So that goes away. I don't know if it comes off the location for... I don't really know. Nobody can swing back over here, which is depressing. But over... Oh, wait! We can. We have a choice to make. We could kill this guy. Now, we got to kill the dogs. So we're swinging on the dogs for 5. The wargs, not dogs. The wargs finally die. This guy does not. He takes 2. 1, 2. He dies. Hurrah! So he's gone. We got one of the trolls out of there. He just died of poison. Slow poison. That's rough. So we're refreshing. We are refreshing. New round. Does he do something? Oh, yeah, we did all that. And then over here. Hey, more poison spikes, baby. Love a poison spike. Okay. The planning phase. We're back. We're back in the planning phase. We're moving now. Surely we're going to throw these into play because it only costs us 1. Okay. And... I think we're going to field the healer finally. 1, 2. So he's a shield if we need him. He does not look ready for combat, but you know. Denethor is going to take a peek. And he sees another fucking location. Am I sitting on a test of will? I am. I'm going to move this to the bottom of the deck. So we're going to, because that's just too much threat to deal with. Bottom of the encounter deck. And we're going to unexpectedly charge him back to being ready. Great. Great. Grand. I think we picked up another Galadriel lady on this side. So we're done employing guys over here. We got nothing. 26 over here. Yes, we're going to put her into play for 2. We're going to discard her. To get money on him and return it. Hey, look, an ancient Mathon. And let's get rid of these. And we're going to put Squire of the Mark into play. Didn't Squire of the Mark die? Yeah, she's dead. I think I forgot to get rid of her. I did. So there's another one again, which costs 1. And she costs 2. I'm all over the place here. We still got 2 money if we need it for our test of will. All right. We're questing away again. I like to keep this uniform. There we go. You go down here. So we're gonna do. We also lower a player's threat by 1. We'll lower our own when we feel that other handmaiden. A card left play, so she's actually dead. All right, we're good now. So we're questing away. We're not gonna quest Glorfindel or her. Actually, we will quest her, but not her, because she's going to defend. So that's a 1 progress. Only a 1. Malblung will join in. All right. Hey, look. Goblin Sniper. He hits the spikes, which is awesome. So he's going to die. But he will plink us before he dies. And the next one is Gladden Fields again. So we have -2 quest here. Yikes. So we're going to pitch a card, which is this card, for 1. Oh, my God. Light of the Valinor. Hallelujah. And green, can't really keep pitching cards here, man. But do we want to raise our threat and unsuccessfully quest? I guess we're going to have to. Do I have anything in here for card draw? Nothing, huh? We're going to have to unsuccessfully quest by 1. So threats going up by 1 on each of these. That's so unfortunate. In counter phase, we will optionally engage a troll. So we're going to take who? We're going to take Morris? Nah. We're going to take Rupert first, I think. He will shuffle these into the encounter deck, which is crazy annoying. But we do have a little bit of mitigation for that, and we have a test of will. So we're gonna bring in Rupert. So Rupert engages. We optionally engage Rupert. We gotta start chipping away at him, get the threat down a little. So shadow cards are out, and starting with the first player. So green. The Squire of the Mark is going to stand tall again in front of the Misty Mountain Goblins, who are removing a quest token. Bink. And thank God. So 2 damage. She dies. On this side, Denethor is going to block. He's going to stand in front of Rupert, who's coming at him with a big fat 4. After he attacks, we have to shuffle these into the encounter deck, which is annoying. So 4 coming in. Denethor takes 1. Bonk. Not the end of the world. We don't... Oh, God. All right, so starting over here, Glorfindel is going to hit these guys for 3. Whack. So 1, 2... Sorry. 1, 2. They still have a health left, which is crazy annoying. Unless we want to shoot him, but no. And over here, we're attacking at 3, 4, 5. We forgot to draw a card when we attach a trap. We forgot to lower our whatchamacallit when we attach a trap. So we're going to be cheesy and do it now. So we attack him for 3, 4, 5. He takes 3. So he takes 1, 2, 3. Chipping away. If only I had a forest snare. That's the combat phase. Player actions. I'm going to exhaust the Warden of Healing and heal 1 damage on 2 different characters. So I'm going to heal 1 here, and that's it. End of combat phase. The Goblin Sniper shoots us. So he's going to plink. He's going to plink Damrod for 1 and Glorfindel for 1. At the end of the turn, he dies from poison because these do 2. So he goes. And I think that's on my end of round. So ready up. New round. Oh, that's beautiful to see. What I just saw is beautiful. This is great, too. All right. Great. What are we doing? Well, we definitely want to keep 2 because we're going to want this miner the second we get sacked. But we might as well throw entangling nets up for free, by the way, because Damrod can reduce that cost to 0. We need another killer in play, guys. So we're fielding this guy. 1, 2, 3. We need another guy who can do damage to this troll. So we fielded a Elythian archer. He looks cool, or she, I'm not sure. Either way, it looks cool. And, yeah, I guess that's that, isn't it? That's that, isn't it? Okay, well, nothing else to do on this side. On this side of the world, we got a lot that we have to do. We're going to play Light of the Valinor, but before that, Arwen is going to discard a card to give him a money. We're going to play this card, get a card. Hey, now it's raining Light of the Valinors, so he's going to get that. Now he doesn't have to quest. He doesn't have to exhaust a quest, finally, on turn 6 or whatever the hell it is. All right. We are 100% going to play Elrond's Council because it's so good. Elrond's Council states, if you control a unique Noldor, I do, give another character +1 will until the end of the phase and lower your threat by 3. That's huge. We're going to give her the bump. She's already has it. So we're going to lower our threat down to 27. That's wonderful news. Great news. Great news. Great news. Can we attach 2 Mathoms to this? Why not? I don't think we're ever going to clear it. Actually, I should throw it on this one. After the players travel to the... Does it have to be active? Any location. Okay, yep, that costs 1. That'll make sense later if my plans come to fruition. All right. All right. Let's get cracking here. Questing phase. Quest. Quest, but doesn't exhaust. Quest. And is he going to block? I have nothing to ready him with. So she'll stay up with the block. That's annoying. He'll quest. He's only got a 1 attack. He's got a 3. All right. No tricks. No twigs. No weapons. All right. Combat phase it is. Ugh. Denethor is going to block. Of course he is. Rupert's card is nothing. So he hits Denethor for 3. Denethor takes 1. Denethor is going to Unexpected Courage and Unexhaust. On this side of the world, our Galadriel Weaver is going to block. She's like, why are there fucking goblins in my treehouse? There are, and I'm sorry. I did not do enough to protect you, my lady. And she gets whacked and dead. He removes another progress token. Boy, is he annoying. And starting with this side of the table, we're going to exhaust for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. -2, he takes 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 away! If only the healer could do 1 damage. And on this side of the world, Glorfindel is going to attack for 3, finally getting rid of those pesky goblins. I don't hate it. Real quick, I just want to say to the chat, thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. I think the chat's appearing above my image on the main screen, right? I hope it is. Because when I upload these to other platforms, I want the chat to be visible, I've decided. And if you're enjoying the content and you want to subscribe, that would be cool. Then you don't miss all this glorious content of me just yapping for 3 hours. All right. So like, subscribe, you know, all that stuff. The bell thingy. So let's ready up. And let's ready up. New card. And we got Elrond's Council again. Elrond's Council again. Did I... Dude, am I crazy? Did I skip the questing results again? I 100% did. I got distracted again. Dude, what a nightmare. I did, didn't I? I think I can go... Can I go backwards? Yeah, I'm going to go backwards. Let's rewind time and see what I did. So I dealt these guys their shadow cards, right? I have a ton of progress. I'm cheating myself of progress. So before Denethor blocked, so this is the questing phase. I was almost cheating myself. Can you believe this shit? 5. Yeah, because I played this card and gave her a +1. And I didn't do any of this. I jumped right over the questing result phase. What is wrong with me? Completely would have screwed myself. Wow. Boy. Do I need some ADHD meds? All right, so I got a 5 progress, which is great. That's all we care about is the 5. But we are going to pitch a card to get a +1, so we can put that. And look, we drew it again. To put the 1 over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because she's got another +1. Right. So that means this card gets cleared. That means the first player gets to draw 3 cards, which at the time was green. So green's drawing 1, 2, 3. That's beautiful. This goes away. We travel to the brown lands. Watch this. Travel to the brown lands. It says forced. Place a progress token on it. Bink. Which means it's cleared. It goes away. So this gets detached. Green draws 3 again. 1, 2, 3, because he's the first player. This goes away, but I can't travel again. And then if we go back to what happened before, which was we dealt shadow cards, she blocked, he revealed, she died, he attacked, Denethor blocked, this did nothing, he took 1, he unexhausted, we attacked for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because everyone attacked. He actually takes 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's not dead, right? Correct. Glorfindel kills this guy. Dear God, that's what's supposed to be the situation. Much better, I might add, because we got a forest snare. So ready up. Ready up. New round. New round. And we got all kinds of tricks now over here. We got another burning brand. We got some Coney in a trap, which we love. We're not going to waste a forest snare on him. We're going to waste it on the next one that comes in. All right, guys. All right, we're making some progress here. Finally, it's been a slog. So here goes. Starting over here. Unexpected courage. Courage. I kind of like Arwen as a blocker. She's got 3 health and 2. On this team, she's the best blocker. I think we might play unexpected on her. No allies to put into play. We're going to do what we always do. We're going to discard Elven Light. We're going to give him a money. We're going to get Elven Light back. And hey, look, an ally. An escort from Edoras. We're going to play him for 2. 1, 2. That's pretty cool. We are going to we're going to put unexpected courage, I think, on Arwen. Yeah, we're going to put unexpected courage on Arwen. And we're going to play until the end of the phase. Technically, we don't play this till the questing phase, but I guess I'll just do it in the right order this time. I'll wait. Over here, we have a lot of shit to do. We have a forest snare. We have 2 burning brands. We have allies galore. We have an ally that can return a trap to our hand. We have Faramir. Faramir's great. We can't put him into play, though. He's very expensive. I have a thing. Oh, you know what? Look at this. Did I? Oh, I thought I had it and discarded it. I guess I didn't. It's crazy that I've only discarded this many cards. It's actually kind of wacky. We did get another burning brand. So in a pinch, if somebody needs to block, besides Denethor, we do have a prevent attacks this turn, which means what we might want to do. And then we could put Faramir into play next turn, returning him to the thing, putting 4 damage on him. All right, I'm thinking out loud here. That might be what we want to do. So I only want to spend 1 money this time. I'm gonna put Henemarth back in for 1. And he will immediately look at the deck. Hey, look, it's a location. That's fine. We can live with that. And questing phase. So questing phase, we're going to play Elrond's Council again, which gives her a +1, which lowers my threat by 3. And we're going to quest away. Arwen will quest and then ready up. Quest. She should ready up too. Quest and not have to. Quest. The Edoras man. This is a bit overkill on the questing, to be honest with you. Only because there's nothing in the staging area. There's none of these locations. But that's fine. We'd rather successfully quest than unsuccessfully quest and take the threat hit. Nobody's going to quest on this side. That's fine. We like that extra damage. So staging. We have player actions first. We're actually going to use the Warden of Healing to heal 1 damage on 2 different characters, which will be Denethor and Damrod. Well done, sir. So staging card 1 and 2. Hey, remove 4 progress tokens from the current quest card. If there are fewer than 4 progresses on the quest, remove all progress tokens from the quest. I'll do that. So I lose 1 whole quest point. So that's not bad. We successfully quest for 7, so it goes right back on. And we avoid any shenanigans. Travel phase. We've got Gladden Fields. These are both annoying. We will take Gladden Fields out of play and travel there. Click. And that brings us to the encounter phase. I think it's time to optionally engage a troll. Yep, that's what we're going to do. It's going to be a bit risky, but we're doing it. Okay, we're going to engage Morris. Yes. We're going to engage Morris. We are going to play Coney in a trap for 1, which states play only if you control a unique character with the Ranger trait and another with the Warrior. We got Ranger Warrior and Ranger, so we fulfill that obligation. Choose an enemy. That enemy cannot attack you until the end of the round. So Morris cannot attack this turn. That's big. And on this side, do we start chipping away at this guy? No, because he can still hurt us. We'll leave him in the spiky traps. So that brings us to the combat phase. Okay, so shadow cards. He cannot attack, so we're just going to discard his. So Rupert's attacking. His final attack will be Denethor will block. So 4 damage coming in. And because, it's only engaged. So now he's attacking at a 5, which is a bit scary because of, once Morris engaged us, he gave +1 attack to trolls. So he's attacking at a 5 now. His card is Grimbeorn the Old. That's really unfortunate. So he hits me for 5. So 2 get through. 1, 2. I will unexpected and unexhaust. So here's how we're going to do this. Starting with Kelador. Kelador for 3 will kill Rupert. And now for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they will attack Morris. He takes 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not terrible. Okay. And that's time for refresh because nothing else is happening. Glorfindel can't help out. Nobody has ranged. So ready up. Ready up. We have to take an additional threat because of Gladden Fields, and the new turn begins. Great card. Do we have the money to make my shenanigans work? 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5. So it's not going to work, unfortunately. That's too bad. I was hoping for pure shenanigans. All right, so planning phase. Over here, we're going to Forest Snare Morris. It does feel a bit unnecessary, doesn't it? Yeah, that's too bad. We're going to Forest Snare Morris for 1, 2, 3. Now he cannot attack. So he gets in the snare. Oh, that cost me 1 less because it is a trap card and Damrod is here. Oh, and since we attached a trap card, we're going to lower our threat by 1 because of Kelador. And we're going to save those 2 monies because we're going to play this, and then we're going to put him in our hand. Okay, we love this. Hanemar's going to peek. Ooh, it's sacked. We don't like that. We don't like that. He didn't like that. Denethor is going to exercise his ability. He's going to take this card and put it on the bottom of the deck. Move to encounter deck, bottom, goodbye. He will unexhaust. And on this side, we will play Woodland Courier for 2. 1, 2. We will give Glorfindel money with her ability. I really should keep track of that with maybe this bloop, to let me know I did it. So she had to exhaust this card to do it, but she draws it back, which is nice. Hey, we got Hasty Stroke. We haven't even used it. And we're questing all around yet again. Why does she have a +1? I don't remember why. I don't think she does this turn. So questing, questing, not exhausting, questing, unexhausting, questing, 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 and questing. We like that. He should quest too, huh? 12 though? No, we'll be fine. We don't want to overcommit. And then he would disappear anyway. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine there. Just to get cards, we're actually going to discard this card now and get it back. There we go. We like that. To get a +1, that cost her 1 to do. No, it didn't. What am I talking about? That shit's free, dude. That's free, dude. But she does get a +1. Okay. We have a 13 quest progress as we speak. So time for staging. Card number 1 is Bee Pastures. And card number 2 is Sacked. We're not going to allow it. We're going to use a test of will which allows me to cancel the when revealed effects of a card just revealed. So he'll do that. That makes sacked irrelevant. And we succeed the quest by 12. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. That goes away, so we don't get hit with the extra threat. All right, I think we're ahead of this quest now. I think we can see the white tower on the horizon, unless something goes really bad. Questing phase is over. Time to travel. I guess we'll go to Gladden Fields again. Annoying. Okay, that brings us to the encounter phase. Do we want to optionally engage here? Do we want to start plunking away on Stuart? Not yet, because we're not in a rush here. We have 23 cards over here still, so we're not going to engage him yet. I guess we could take the goblins and just get rid of them, but it doesn't matter. Okay. All right, we're fine. So, since we're primarily dealing with this side of the table, let's pull up this hand. All right, Morris. Will Morris be attacking this turn? He will. So he's going to get a shadow card. Now he's hitting for 5. Before he does that, the Warden of Healing is going to exhaust and heal Denethor 1. So if he hits me for 5, I got 3, I take 2, I die. Right. Right. So am I paying 2? Am I paying 2 to ready him up and then to do that action again? I could play Scroll of a Seal Door and then stop him from attacking again. That's the move. All right, I'm going to play Scroll of a Seal Door. No, it's too late to play attachments. I'm cheating. I should have done that in the planning phase. So I am left with little option, which is really sad because it's expensive for no reason. So I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to ready him up, and then he's going to do it again and heal him again. Oh, and I can heal Glorfindel while I'm at it because it's 2 different characters. Heal 1 damage from 2 different characters. Then you may pay 2 resources to ready him, which we just did, and then we did it again. Okay, that's fine. So Denethor is going to block. So 5 coming in. Wait a minute, Dean. He can't attack. He's in a forest snare. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Look at the silly troll in the snare. Sorry, he doesn't attack. I'm sure that upsets him. So we're going to attack him for 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 damage on him. He takes 7. He dies. Goodbye. Awesome. Okay. Well, that was beautiful, to be honest with you. So we ready up. We ready up. We take an extra threat because of Gladden Fields. New round. Hey, we love this card. Woodman's Clearing. All right, into the planning phase we go. Right. We're going to give Glorfindel money by discarding a card for and utilizing Arwen's front of card and then getting the card back. And for 1, 2, 3, 4 money, we're going to play 1, 2, 3, 4 money. We're going to put these 2 allies into play. We're sitting pretty now, guys. And on this side, we're going to play Woodman's Clearing over on the attached to a location. When attached location leaves play as an explored location, the first player reduces his threat by 3. That's free, so we might as well do that. So onto the Gladden Fields it goes. We have another Burning Brand. We got 3 money. What do we have in our discard pile? No events worth mentioning. Unless we need to heal in a pinch, which we don't. Okay. I think that's it. We're running low on money on the green team. Not a lot of money over here. I wonder if this deck would be kind of nasty if I had Arwen pitching money over here because I stick Aragorn over here, but I just don't see replacing one of these guys with a green Aragorn and then my threat being way higher. You know, this threat's so low. Aragorn's threat's always like 12 or some shit. Okay, let's before we go to the questing phase, let's take a peek at the deck. We have Sacked coming in. We could just get rid of it with Denethor, so we will. So we're going to take the Sacked. We're going to move it to the bottom of the encounter deck. He will unexhaust. That's good shit right there. What else are we going to do here, guys? I think what we're going to do is... we got no allies to put into play. I think we're good. I think we're good. So questing phase. R1. Quest. She didn't do her thing this turn, so that can come off. Oh, no, she did. Right? Did I already give the money? God damn it. What's the point of using this? I'm not going to remember. Quest on exhaust. Quest. Okay. That's a 19 progress now. Now we're ahead of them. We're way ahead of these guys now. Glorf will hang out for some fighting if necessary, although the nets are out. And nobody's questing on this side as usual, so let's go ahead and check the staging time. Hey, there he is. The big bad hill troll has come back. He's netted, though, so he's a little less scary. He loses 2 defense and 2 attack, so let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 1, 2. But he is coming. He's attacking us, so we're going to be ready for his ass. Okay, now, before I continue, on the green team, we have a card that states, Response. After a trap card you control attaches to an enemy, put a ranger ally into play from your hand. So this cost me 2, 1, 2, but here comes big bad Faramir. Bam. He is a ranger ally. And, when the trap attaches, we draw a card, and we lower our threat. Psh. And Faramir's on the scene. Choose a non-unique enemy in the staging area. Engage that enemy and deal 2 damage to it. Or 4 damage if they have an attachment on them. 100%, we're going to engage the hill troll now. He takes 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a no-brainer. That's so awesome. Okay. We're chipping away. Great. Also, now we have to calculate the questing, right? So 19 progress. So 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I keep doing that. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. So this comes down. The first player lowers their threat by 3. So these both go away. First player is blue. So blue goes 1, 2, 3. Right back down. Travel phase. If Banks of the Anduin leaves play, return to the top. Yeah, that's fine. Bee pastures. We're going to go to the bee pastures. Something different. Also, it allows us to get Grimbeorn into the staging area. So if we... Grimbeorn. I keep calling him Grime. I don't think he appreciates that. So it's crazy that I'm doing this without even utilizing this ally. So this card states that you can put 8 resources on him and take control of him. So you get him. But you need to spend leadership sphere money, which I don't have. And I don't think I have a way to do that with either of these decks. So I can't never really get this guy, which is too bad. So I guess I could put some good harvests in these decks. In fact, I thought I had some, but maybe I don't. Probably for this quest, it's a good idea to put them in so you can spend those resources. But anyway. In counter phase, we are not going to optionally engage right now. We're not doing that. And shadow card. So the hill troll is going to smash us. That's 100% going to happen. So he's attacking for 4 because of the entangling nets. Denethor will block. 4 coming in. And Shadow, the Wolf Rider, is going to become a thing. But instead, we're just going to Burning Brand that away. That's cheesy, but I like it. Denethor takes 1. We're going to return fire with Faramir. 2 from Damrod. 3 more here. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, he's only got a 1. 9 coming in. He's got a 3 defense. He takes 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the end of the hill troll. Bam! How about that? Oof, nasty. Nasty. This is the point where the enemy should scoop. All right, ready up. Ready up. And draw. Oh, another great card. Draw. Orange Runes is also awesome. Planning phase. All right, we got 1 troll left to kill. We're 100% going to be engaging his ass, but we do got to heal Denethor. And we got to watch out for sacked cards. We're still sitting on a test of will. Should we get sacked? We got money to put another hard hitter and play the Mirkwood Hunter. Okay. Planning phase. We're going to use Daeron's Runes, which is to draw 2 and discard 1. Bing. So we drew 2. We're going to discard 1. We'll discard Advanced Warning because we already have 1. Is there a event card in here I would like that I want to play? After a trap you control attaches. I think I'm out of traps, actually. But if I did play Anduin, I could get a trap back. In fact, that's the move. Close and keep order. So we're going to play for 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. We're going to play Anduin. I love this guy. Exhaust Anduin to return a trap card from your discard pile to your hand. Bingo. And you guys can probably guess what it's going to be. That's right, Forest Snare, because I'm a fucking cheeseball. Can't play it this turn, but we can tie this guy up so he's not smashing us. All right. On this side of the world, one more thing over here. We're going to exhaust him to heal Denethor. Whoops. Shit. That sucks. I'm going to shuffle this. I didn't mean to hit that key. So he heals Denethor 1. All right, we're done on this side of the world. Over here, we are going to use Arwen's thing to discard a card, get the card back, give him a money. We're going to put the Elven Jeweler into play by discarding 2 cards from my hand, which is this one and this one. And we're going to play it and play it. God, that's so good. All right. We are going to... we're going to give... We're going to play Galadriel's Greeting for 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to lower both of our threats by 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Very awesome. We're going to throw the Harp on Glorf because it's fun. And we got 4 money left. We're going to throw Gambling in for 1, 2, 3. Now that is called a board state. Okay. Planning phase is over. Time to quest. Questing. We haven't even been doing we haven't even been doing half the shit we're doing over here. So quest unready, quest he doesn't. Quest. We got another elven jeweler. Quest. Yep. It doesn't really matter. I think 16 will do it. We'll leave the rest of these guys. We might as well quest her. There's no reason not to. But maybe not her because she can attack. And gambling. The rest of the that's fine. That's fine. All right. Let's peek the deck before we draw. That's fine. So drawing 2 cards. Oh no! Destroy all heroes with the card sacked attached. Then shuffle roasted slowly back into the deck. So nothing happens. We quest very successfully. So this goes away. Bling. And we're traveling to the banks of the Anduin. And in counter phase, we're going to engage Stuart. Hurrah! Stuart's been engaged. Okay. Combat phase. Stuart's come to play, but he's fighting his way through ranger spikes. Doesn't really matter anymore. He can still smash us. So now that he's engaged us, Denethor will block. Shadow card. And Denethor will unexhaust. And this says defending character doesn't count his defense. We're going to go ahead and Burning Brand that away. And I take 4, so Denethor takes 1. Have you seen a pattern developing here? Does she have ranged? No, I thought one of these guys had ranged attack. No? Okay, well, attacking Stuart back. Boom, 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 boom. Whoops, wrong. I hit the wrong button. So 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, back, make it 10 with Denethor. 10 minus 2 is 8. Whack. He gets smashed. Ready up. And ready up. And new round. And new round. And planning phase. I think it's pretty much over at this point. Blue starts. All right. Arwen's going to give money to Glorfindel by pitching this card and getting it back. Edoras Escort is not that expensive. We're going to throw a steed. We'll throw a steed on Glorfindel for 1. Why not? We'll put the other Edoras Scout into play. Why not? We'll save the ones for these. And that is that. On this side of the world, we're going to snare him. How unfortunate. The snare costs us 2. We draw a card. We lower our threat because of the actions on their front of card when a trap hits somebody. We'll Daeron's Runes. Yeah, too bad for that. We have to discard a card. We'll get rid of one of the Burning Brands. And that's that. I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay. This is discarded here. All right. Questing phase. So mass questing here. So boom. Unexpected. Boom. Boom. He doesn't have to exhaust. Blink, 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 blink. 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 Bop. Yeah, that's more than enough. And I think we're going to win because we're going to kill this guy. So let's peek at the deck before we move on. We'll take it. So into the staging time, 1, 2. Raise his threat by a total of all the cards in the staging area. I don't think we really give a shit anymore. So we could raise our threat by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why do it though? There's no reason to do that because I can just simply test of will it away. by spending 1 here and ignoring this card. We quest successfully by 17. If Banks of the Anduin leaves play, return to the top of the encounter deck. Okay, so move to encounter deck top. We're going to be traveling to the Oakwood Grove, which allows us to spend any sphere can spend to get Grimbeorn, which is crazy. Now we can actually buy him once we have 8, which we could get quickly. So we've traveled, encounter phase, not necessary, combat phase. Over here, he cannot attack, but he still gets a shadow card. So we swing back for 5. That does it. That kills him. He dies. We win. Right? I think that's it. What's our score? We have 10 victory points, 146 score. I don't know what that means, but that's what we have, and we definitely won. So yeah, as you can tell, and I know I made some mistakes, believe me, I know. But as you can tell, once your decks get going a little, you can really put a hurting on some of these quests. So the first one was a failure by a lot. And then this one was pretty successful. This is quite a board state. I mean, we got a lot of stuff in play here between the 2 decks. So, yeah, we'll mark that up as a success, a victory, as it were. I'm happy about it. I don't know about you guys, but that was pretty fun. Do I want to go to this? Oh, yeah, this is fine. So, yeah, I just want to say, well, let me go back to this real quick so we can look at a couple of things. So, a couple things here before we go. Yeah, I mean, when you have this many allies in play, you're doing pretty well. You know, and you can get it going with this mechanic. Discard a card from your hand to add 1 resource to a Noldor hero's pool. So you're generating an extra resource every turn, and you're generating an extra card every turn if you can get Elven Light into your hand. It's crazy. It's a crazy mechanic. It's very, very good. So yeah, that's how I was able to pay for all this stuff. These cards are good too. These Double Back is a good card, and we also discarded this card. Gather Information is very, very good because you can look for a specific card in your hand, and in this case, I think it would be Light of the Valinor. So you don't have to raise your threat to quest with Glorfindel. But anyway. So yeah, I mean, we're sub 30 threat. I'm sure we missed a little bit there too, but the trick is to pick and choose when you want to engage and destroy these trolls. And if you can hem them in and hamstring them with traps, it makes it a little bit easier to manage them. But that was pretty cool. So yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for hanging out. It's been a lot of fun. Pretty soon I'm going to be trying the Marvel card game, I think. I wanted to do a couple more of these Lord of the Rings ones. Maybe get through the Shadows of Mirkwood cycle. I don't know if I'll do the whole thing, but maybe. Back and forth, back and forth. It's been a lot of fun. I really like this interface too. Again, shout out to C-Stan. He created this interface. It's great. And I don't know. I think it's really good. So if anybody's still out there, still watching, have yourself a wonderful night. Thank you so much for the chatting you guys are doing a little bit earlier. I really appreciate it. And that's that. I think I'm going to call it here. I don't know if I'm going to stream later. I might. You never know. I might be back on in a little while. Knowing me, it's possible it's only 8 o'clock. And I don't have a podcast to record tonight because, well, I'm not doing that for a little while. I'm off. I'm off, baby. All right. Thank you guys so much. Much love. Peace.